Alright, so there's a whole bunch of videos here. These ones, so we'll start with Focus Fire 1. So the idea is to just watch it and see if you can figure out either what went wrong or what went right for us or what went right for the enemy team. Ready?
Ready.
Focus right.
Under.
Resi, cool tech.
Yep.
Oh, we're all dead. Yeah, that fight's last.
Ow. Ow.
Can you play again?
Can we get full screen?
Focus right.
Yeah, and full volume, and up the quality as well.
Resi, cool tech.
Just
Make sure-
Oh, we're all dead.
Make sure you guys have the HD button at the
Yeah,
bottom
that's fine.
enabled. That's this one here.
Focus right.
Under.
Resi, cool tech.
Yep.
Oh, we're all dead. Yeah, that fight's last.
Ow. Ow.
All right.
It's pretty basic. Does anyone have any idea?
We didn't follow in behind you. Well, behind the house thing there.
Yeah, so
I
Metal called Focus Run and he went for the charge. And then you'll notice the enemy team killed him in like
Quarter of a
less
second.
than 3 seconds.
Yeah, they tore him apart.
So he was, I think, if this is the video, I think it is. So he's full health, charges in and hits someone. The enemy team wipes him in 1 second.
Yep.
Oh,
So
we're all
that's what. So what the enemy team did correctly was they focused Ryan. So their shot caller saw Metal coming in, full health, knew he was a threat, because if he gets his target and starts smacking their healers, they're in deep shit. So they've seen him coming in and someone screamed, Reinhardt, and everyone shot him and he went down in 1 second. Like you saw how quickly his health went down.
Right.
Unfortunately for us, our shot caller called Focus Ryan and was the only person there trying to smack him in the face with his hammer. Now, whether or not it's a good shot call is so debatable because, I mean, I can't remember everyone's position at the time and whether we were getting harassed and all this sort of shit. But if everyone did focus Ryan and our Ryan died faster, then you could say they just focused better. But the fact that nobody did means that our Ryan was going to die and theirs wasn't. And then, of course, after that, they just go one by one through the rest of the team. Well, there's only healers left, isn't there? Lex is already dead by then.
Yeah.
So Lex is engaged in a sniper war. And to be fair, in the majority of circumstances, someone like Kalak, if he's sitting on a widow or something, he's not responding to the same shot calls because he's not moving with the group. He's like perched somewhere and stuff like that. So he's just trying to pick whoever he can. But he's really the only exception. Unless we arrange it beforehand, unless we like in one of our games today, Jim said, me and Cool Tank go right, I think it was, and everyone else go left. And that was one of our more, I think we lost the map anyway, but that was one of our more successful pushes. Unless you hear that sort of stuff, you should just be following, I reckon. But anyway, the moral of the story is that's what happens when they focus Ryan. He dies in 1 second.
Right.
Number 2.
Do it. I wonder.
Is it just me, or is this not? I can't click in the thing.
Nothing's responding for you.
No, I can't even click play.
I'll take it. I think you're zoomed in or something. Is it, Oh, it's like nothing. I'll stop the rabbit cast and kick it in again.
Alright, cool.
We're still in the room, so I should just be able to go. Button, find content, YouTube. Does that come back up?
A lot of these clips are from Saturday as well, so we do get smashed in a few of them, but some of them are really good as well. So don't stress.
Excellent. All right,
It's okay to get smashed.
click the. How did she get her leg in there? Anyway, click the
Whoa,
remote button.
what a conversation to walk into.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, everyone just hit the... No, not the theater. Hit the one on the right. Yeah, yeah.
Focus Ryan.
Sweet.
I'm hacked. Backing up.
Quality.
Hanzo behind it.
Hanzo back left.
That's already hit.
Hanzo back left, yep. Raising scratch. Cover me, please.
Get Ryan.
Nicely.
Hacked again.
Zarya's orb.
Yep.
Hanzo top left, behind us. Haven't got res.
Then around this corner, watch for Sombra up top. She's going to try to hack me again.
Strong again.
Yeah, we need to punish Sombra. So she's hanging around in the high ground. So
I think that's it. Oh no, Lex
Lex
gets
can get
picked off here as well. Yeah.
I'm saying maybe Lex use her arrow to find her and see if he can kill her. Alright.
Anyone see much from that?
Not really.
I need better virus protection.
Again, it's really just focus fire. I think I included the first half of
Come on, major
this
spawn.
because there was something interesting here.
Focus Ryan. I'm hacked. Backing up.
Pretty blocky.
So after that focus, Ryan,
back left,
he just walks
Raising
out
scratch, cover me,
unscathed,
please.
right? It took him 2 seconds to get away.
Get Ryan.
Nicely.
Again,
Hacked again.
so it's a failure to focus.
Zarya's orb.
And at this stage here,
Hanzo
so
top left,
Metal's
behind us.
getting in, he's getting ready.
Res.
He hears the Hanzo top left behind. He backs up with the rest of the team, which is great. But their Hanzo killed our Hanzo, which is unfortunate.
Me again.
Yeah, they're
May I provide a counter argument?
Yeah.
I would think that's a bad idea to push in after the Ryan's hacked for the fact we don't have any cover.
Okay, let's watch what the enemy team does. They wipe him in 1 second flat.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
they are obviously doing it better than us. It's fine to sort of say, this is a better time to push. This is a worse time to push. This is I feel like that's sort of like second level, third level. If we're focusing correctly and they're focusing correctly, but they seem to still be winning, then we can consider the situations and the corridors in which we're engaging and that sort of thing.
Right.
But the enemy team, if we go back here, listen to him. He goes, Sombra's going to hack me, because she's been doing it the whole game, right? She's trying to destroy his shield. She comes in with the with her ulti, I believe it is.
Yep.
Then around this corner, watch for Sombra up top. She's going to try to hack me again.
And here we go. Boom.
Now, where did that come
Right,
from?
into
Was that
what?
behind us?
That was
She
from the
dropped
top.
down from on top. Yeah.
All right. Right. Okay. What can
So
we
you
do?
can when you all run in, I think all it is just focus fire. That's really all I think it is. If there's something else to it, then I'm oblivious to it. But when the enemy team, when their team charges, when they go, when their shot caller says go,
yeah,
we all drop like fucking flies.
They had an Ana as well, didn't they?
They did. Yeah.
That's a huge part of it as well. So if they
Yep, it all works together.
if they make a call to that, say Ryan's gonna put down his shield and charge in, at that moment, if their Ana just throws a grenade on him and they focus healing on him, he's pretty much invincible for a couple of seconds.
Mm.
And we didn't have any kind of burst healing of that magnitude to counter theirs. So it's like if we were in kind of an even fight, like their healing output was just a lot more focused than ours could possibly be.
Yeah. So it complements target focusing more so, right?
Yeah.
Because you only
Yeah,
need
so
these
it's
small bursts.
not just the offensive healers. I beg your pardon. It's not just the offensive heroes who go. It's also someone like Ana who also knows when they say go, this is what I have to do in this moment.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay.
Cover them 3. There's heaps. When you get sick of them, just
Go next. I think that's good.
There anywhere
so
I
there's-
don't get wrecked. Nah, go ahead.
I think most of the earlier ones are from this match, whereas most of the second half are from the other one. Why? This is lost again.
Really? It was working.
What the fuck is with this?
I wonder if it's because you're taking control. Yeah.
If I release, can
Yeah.
you shrink that?
Nope. Oh, there it goes. I just had to escape like 7 times stronger again.
Yeah,
Escape.
But it was quite a few times though. Alright, it's all yours. Give it.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. No Sombra. Focus Brigade.
Wow.
This last get out.
I can't
Got it?
remember why I picked that one.
Okay.
Let's see that again. Just trying to see what happened
All
here.
right, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. No Sombra. Focus Brigade.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been hard to tell what
Let's lost
happened
it out.
from the perspective.
I think the reason why I picked that one is I think it actually went better, even though we ultimately failed. Like in the previous 2, you'll see that they charge us,
Yeah.
and we just drop like flies. It's like 1 death, 2 deaths, 3 deaths, 4 deaths, 5 deaths. Whereas in that one, at least we had Cool Tank at the start giving the countdown. And I think we did that today as well, and it worked really well.
Mm.
Yes.
And people jumped in, and they sort of scattered for a second. But then once the fight was active, then I don't know. Did everyone look like they knew who they were shooting?
It looked like it got a bit split.
We're all focused on the fact that there was no Sombra.
Yeah, because she's been fucking us. Should I skip to some later ones so we can see some positive ones?
No, it's all right.
Uh,
Good to
for-
learn
Posi-
from our
Positive is
mistakes.
good though as well. Mix them up, Ag.
They are all in there. They're all in there. You know what it is? It's when I switch to a different tab,
Right.
but escape fixes it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, regroup.
My voice is annoying. It upsets me.
Flexible
Yeah, it
Waiting
upsets
around
us
a bit.
too.
You were young then.
You. Nice call.
Far on top.
Yeah, your balls have dropped.
Oh,
I want to kill Mercy first. But it's gonna be hard.
It's a little bit harder to see with me on Diva because I'm going a bit
But
further
now
up
I'm
front. I
focusing-
think in the last match I was a
diving in on
spectator.
point with me.
right.
I'll jump in through here.
So the plan is to dive on point,
Let's go, guys.
jump through here.
Focus Mercy.
We
She's
lost
going
He
Callum.
died on me.
right side.
Popping back.
It's alright.
We just never got the mercy.
Mm.
Now I think that one's a bit trickier because we have so much more like engage speed. Like
Yeah.
Winston jumps in and I use the rocket boost. Now we spotted the mercy and started hitting her. I think she got to half health. But then, I mean, in that situation, how easy is it to expect our DPSs to still be able to hit her? Because she was clearly at the back, like she wasn't out of position.
Yeah.
We
I
just
think-
ran through all the enemies to get to her.
Yeah, I think in going for dive comps in the future, like I'm not used to making calls in like organized dive comps. Usually when I've played Winston and stuff, it's been in like regular competitive.
Right.
Where it's like, everyone's kind of giving their own calls. So I'm still not I don't think I was making the right calls in that match. So what I would probably do in next time we try something like that is to kind of try to inch our way forward like I normally do when I play Winston. So like say I'll jump in front of them, put down a shield, try to force them back a bit. And then once we've gotten some pressure onto them, then we try to expose their healers by trying to get their healers to jump in or get kind of rattled because their tanks are being hurt. And then we kind of tackle the healers in the second stage of the fight, if that makes sense.
Sort of. I'll need to see it.
I don't know. Yeah, this is getting a bit beyond me, to be honest.
Like, what I mean is, like, we can't really just jump in straight in the back line by ourselves and start attacking the healers if they're in position.
Because
like, we need
dive that.
So what I'm saying is we need to push their front line first, and then once our jump and Diva's boost is back up again, then we can, for the second stage, start trying to take their healers down. Because we're more in the fight, and their positioning will probably get a little bit less focused in the chaos of the fight, and it'll be easier to focus and chase down.
Yeah, so like try and force a scatter, and then
Genji on
and then
Split
the
split
target.
them before you conquer.
Yeah.
You want to dive to take a position first, and then dive to take opponents.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Go high res egg before you play. Yeah.
That's actually a really good point. I like that video because of how Mercy was at the back. Now, you and I were able to reach her a certain amount, but then, she flew to one of her teammates.
Yeah, and it looked like our backline got wiped while we're trying to chase her down as well.
Genji
We
on
couldn't
us.
keep up.
Meet up on point. Focus Mercy. In the back. Slow.
Zenyatta top left.
Oh, solo. There you go.
Yep.
You
But by
you
then,
want-
I'm pretty sure I'm the last one alive.
Oh, okay.
But this is a different example because
Genji on us.
look where she
Meet up
is.
on point.
So we're all here.
Focus Mercy.
We're dropping though,
In the back. Slow.
Zenyatta
but
top
she's
left.
not unobtainable there.
No.
And focusing the Mercy should be our number one priority if she's obtainable.
Yes.
I think by that stage, Zenyatta top left is no longer relevant information.
Yeah. And I think that's something we need to note is that, and depending on the circumstances, we may end up have to switch targets before somebody is killed. Like if we're pushing in and like at this beginning, let's say Reinhardt's in front, Reinhardt's the first target. If at some point their Mercy comes in to try to save the Reinhardt, we switch to the Mercy. Because the Mercy is obtainable and we can actually get rid of her now. Like if we can't really focus the healers right away in most situations because they'll be positioned in the back line.
Yeah,
So
but they do
basically-
get baited in.
If
Yeah,
the
and they get
situation,
baited. And they get
Yeah.
baited in. That's the thing. We need to be ready to set our sights on them as soon as they get baited in, so we can take advantage of that. Because if
So
it's Mercy,
basically-
she can get out again if you don't like hurry it up.
So as soon as the opportunity arises, and as soon as their supports are vulnerable, we dive. Basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think Mercy should be a key word because she's one of the most
She's the hardest to chase down. Along with
and
Lucia.
she's a very, very strong healer as well. Not only does she heal very quickly, but she's also got that res. So it's like a whole extra life plus healing.
Yeah.
It's very good that you're coming up with that because that's exactly what starts to happen a little bit later.
Against us or for us?
For us, I believe.
Oh, good. Good.
Mercy. Jump on point.
It's a cool tank
Heals
out
on
of there.
point, please.
Ryan's super low. Nice.
Zara's behind.
Focus Zen.
Yep.
And now Zarya.
Yep.
Nice job, guys.
Good calls. Whoa. Widow.
Okay. You see the difference with that one?
Play it again, Sam.
Mercy. Jump on point.
Get some heals on point, please.
Ryan's super low. Nice.
Zara's behind.
Focus Zen.
Yep.
And now Zarya.
Jeez, he's dead. Jim's pulling his weight.
Good calls.
Focus
Oh,
Zen,
Widow?
Zen
Oh,
killed.
Widow.
Focus Zara, Zara killed.
Yeah, they do have a Widow.
Yep, exactly right. In those instances, from start to finish, we followed the calls much more promptly, I guess, for lack of a better word. No distractions. So we start up here, we've entered in, and it was going a bit rough. The call for mercy is made, but she bails. I think is she the one who jumps out? Yeah. She runs away.
Cool tank
But we
happened to be.
all jump on point anyway.
Get some heals on point, please.
Ryan's super low. Nice.
So Ryan goes down.
Zara's behind.
Junkrat goes down.
Focus Zen.
Call is Zen. I switch over. He goes down. And then Zaya's the only one left.
Nice. Okay.
Everyone's focusing so quickly
Oh, Widow?
that even between the time where, Zen's called to the time where I find him on the point, he's already dead. That's how quickly he goes down. When everyone's shooting him. I mean, like you saw in the first two videos, even Reinhardt dies in 1 second flat with his, 500 health and plus the armor and the shield. Like that's how quickly they can go when everyone's shooting him. And because we all jumped in together, and we were also grouped, like it's not like there was this sort of the more standard thing where you've got your tanky guys up the front and your DPSs further back and your healers floating in between them. And someone, sort of flanks from the back like a Sombra or a Hanzo gets a pick or something like that. In this case, we all just sort of plonked down on the point, which is where all of them were, and then just one by one, focus. I think by the time they started falling, they were falling, like one every 2 seconds at the longest.
That's something that we did pretty well in our scrim tonight. I can't remember what map it was on. Actually, no, it was on Oasis at the end, right? Where Metal made the call to hide behind the pillar. What it does is it draws the whole team in to those close quarters, and then we can focus down on them rather than play into their hand, I guess you could say. Just made it a bit easier, less scattered.
Yeah, because they have to come down in that situation because we're taking the point while we're doing that, and they're just sitting up there.
Makes sense.
Another thing as well, they don't want to leave because that's the point we're trying to cap. It might be strategic of them to sort of go, just back up here a little bit, get behind the corner or something like that. But they don't want to leave. Psychologically, they don't want to get off.
Right.
Does anyone else have a thought about that one? I mean, it's obviously a much more positive one because it's...
Because we killed them. We killed them good.
Yeah, that went well.
So actually on that topic of focusing, obviously, because that's what this is all about, one of the things I'm thinking of getting us to do is we'll jump into custom games of us against bots. And what I'll do is increase the bot's health a bit and basically just get us to purely and simply... There's all these different bots, different heroes as well. So you got an Ana, or Lucio, some other crap. And we as a team, maybe we can even go all DPS, it doesn't really matter. Just Metal makes a call or whoever's shotgunning goes, okay, Lucio, go. And then everyone just drop whatever the fuck you're doing and switch straight to the Lucio. All right, as soon as Lucio goes down, okay, Zen, go, bam. And we'll
Do we intend on doing this today?
I wouldn't mind if you guys are keen.
I'm so game.
Cool. It's something that this is what I haven't said that message out, but it's something that I think we need to really focus on these basics. Because as Ag said, if we just focus a particular hero or whatnot, the other stuff, the auxiliary stuff, the team comps and the counter diving and those kind of tactics, I think they're more buffs to that core mechanic of the game of focusing targets, keeping obviously our team alive and things through supports. But the hardcore focus play, if we can get that down pat. Amazing. I think we'll perform amazingly. In fact, on that topic, I might as well tell you guys now. So, I know it was a bit disheartening to some of you to get smashed in these matches that Ag is showing us. But when you look at, I actually had a chat with their captain last night, about our match and whatnot, and I asked him, Luke, how often do you guys scrim? Like, what's your schedule typically like? And every week they have 4 days specifically set out. It was like Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I can't remember what they were, but 4 days where they are guaranteed to scrim for at least 2 hours. So that's already 4 times as much as us because we do 1 hour scrim twice a week. And on top of that, they also split up into groups of 2s, 4s, or a 6-stack in comp, where they practice what they have learned or deem necessary from the scrims that they actually enter in. So these guys are playing like a megaton, and I'm definitely not saying that we need to play that much. That's crazy for us. It's not really what our team is really trying to achieve. But what I want to highlight is that that's kind of it's almost a different tournament that they're in. Now the way that it works now, this Swiss bracket style stuff, is basically they'll split up the 60 teams that are in this. After this week, they're splitting it up into 2 groups. So the top 50%, the bottom 50%, and then you play against. We'll be in the bottom 50%, I suspect. Maybe not, probably, but we'll play again. Actually, we will, because we lost all our matches. We'll play against the bottom 50% there, and then depending on how we perform, that gets split again and then again, right? So it's kind of starting to layer us into where we should be, where other teams of our caliber, if you will, are playing. And I don't want to say caliber, because yes, obviously they performed much, much better than us. They're a better team, if you want to say that. But given the amount of time that we play and have played, we're a new team. We've entered one tournament match, right? We've done 3 scrims now and 1 tournament match. And I think that each instance, each time we're playing, we're improving like substantially, to a point where it's noticeable, right? If we take a look at the gameplay that Ag's showing here, even against this really, really good team, some of the stuff we're doing, we managed to capture that point. We captured a point on Oasis as well, and we held it for a while. There's stuff that is visually improving, and I'm really excited about that, I have to say. But as I was saying, it's kind of like they're in a different league. And I don't mean because they're better, I mean because they are a 4 2-hour scrim a week team. And we are a 2 1-hour scrim a week team. And if we were to barrel us together in the same kind of competitive scenario, if we said, okay, 2 scrim a week teams only play against other 2 scrim a week teams, I think we'd fucking absolutely destroy everyone. In my honest opinion, yeah. From what I've seen from everyone's performance here, like, we're all improving, we're all really into this to win, and yeah, I don't expect you guys to put more time in it. I don't have more time. You know, I've got kids and work and everything like that, and you guys have study, and Kalak doesn't have a girlfriend. But all this kind of stuff... Ouch, but...
where'd he go? Is he gone to bed?
Yeah, he timed out.
Oh, fuck,
I think his internet died.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's all right. He'll watch the VOD. But my point is that compared to other teams of like the same Overwatch level that we're playing, how much we play and the time we dedicate to it, we're doing really, really well. So I just like pat on the back and cheers to all you guys for putting in the effort. And you do, I know that each of you pretty much, yeah, cheers. I know that each of you definitely do take what we talk about in scrims and stuff and apply it to your quick play or your comp matches. I know that Lex was playing a lot of Hanzo to try and improve, and Kalak was trying some new stuff out on Widow as well. So it's really good to see. And Metal as well, and I've been doing it as well. I've been sitting with Metal, and he's trying to teach me how not to be a total scrub when it comes to shot calling. It didn't work too well today, but that's okay. I'll keep practicing. Yeah, it was first time. I did fine.
You did good. Yeah.
Oh, I need to work. There's so much room to improve, but that's the cool thing. That's why I'm excited to be part of Skunkworks, because I think that that's going to go places. So on that topic, I might mention now Top Speed while she's not here tonight. So yeah, I had a chat with her, and after the game last week, on Saturday, like she basically said, look, I like you guys, it's a great team and whatnot, but she's gonna basically step out. She'll sub in for us if we need in a pinch, but basically she's not really too keen to continue on with what we're doing. And I think when she joined, I told her that, look, we're going to probably only scrim twice a week, and that's kind of what we do, but she's got a fairly open schedule, and she's really diehard into it, and I think she wants to be a part of one of those 4 scrims a week kind of teams and whatnot, and that's totally fine. So she left on good terms and whatnot. But yeah, she might still come back for a sub game or 2. We will need some form of Zarya play, I guess, but no stress. Yeah.
Is it too late to find another Zarya player?
It's not.
It is calm.
But
because I did have some people looking to join us.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that after. It's not that it's too late. There are some restrictions, like SR restrictions and things like that. It's doable though, so we can pull some strings.
I have been learning Zarya, even though I hate her.
Yeah.
So
Why do you hate her? Embrace her.
Just-
Loving
yeah.
embrace like this.
We do kind of still need a third sub, just because Sporange does work a lot of Saturdays.
It's true.
I can't just 7 o'clock or 7:30s.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's already making it hard. So that's 2 people.
So
who
we're down
will
to our
often not
6.
be able to attend.
Right.
And it only takes one more thing. So like this Saturday, for example, I'm going out, and now that's 3 people missing. Now 3 people missing should be the most we should really.
Yeah. Hence why
have to
9
prepare
is the
before
right
you
number.
sort of say, well, why are you in a team that plays on Saturdays? But yeah, 9 is a pretty good number. I think going 10 or higher is starting to get a bit too much. But 8 is pushing it. 8, 2 subs, it's not so bad, but it only takes that one extra thing.
Yeah, I agree. Look, we need that, but I don't want to rush into it either. So we'll find the right candidate rather than any candidate, if that makes sense. But
I remembered what number 6 was for now.
Cool, let's do it. Any questions on all the crap I just said?
No.
All good.
All good.
You guys agree though? You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
If we played that hardcore and we put the smarts that like this kind of stuff that we're doing here, I think is very, very valuable. And the fact that you guys sit and listen and think about it more so, I think is great. And if we were to commit crazy amounts of time to the same like smart, let's call it smart training as this, then awesome, sky's the limit. So don't feel bad when we get stomped by someone that plays 8 times more than us. Did they do 8 times better? No. So I'll take that as a win. Thank you very much. Okay. Sorry.
It's something that we can really learn from them as well. Like so this is where the video starts. Now I got picked up at the point where we initially started to hold. You can see it's the Widow who got me, right?
Yep.
Now, Baby Diva actually died before my mech, so it takes your mech a second to explode.
Right.
After you eject. She snipes me as I was ejecting, so
Right.
that's how quickly she got me. But while she's doing that, Lex has hit her, right? So the enemy team is a Widow down, and we're fully rezzed at this stage. Why the fuck does that thing come up?
And then I got dashed.
Yeah, this is the trick, right? So at this exact moment that Lex gets that snipe, the enemy team is fighting with 5, and we're fighting with 6. The catch is that Jim comes up to the front to res me, and that Genji sees that, and the first thing he does is he goes fucking Mercy, vulnerable position, and he goes nuts on her. Now the rest of our team. So if you think about our whole team, right? We've got Mercy. I believe we have a Zenyatta. We've got Diva. We've got is it Reinhardt or Winston? I think it's Winston. Bridget and Hanzo. Who's the first one you want to kill out of that? Mercy, right? Who's the second one you want to kill?
Rakita.
Zen, maybe.
Zen, yes. Zen's got that range. He can heal from a distance. Brigida's a bit harder to face, like face to face, but she can't save someone. If someone dives on the Hanzo, who's up on his perch, Bridget can't help him. He's gone, right? Like we just saw, Reinhardt can go down in 1 second flat with his 500 health and armor and a shield at his side. So the next one would be Zen, and then who's the next one after that? Do you reckon? After they've got the 2 main healers down,
Brian. Winston.
damage dealers. So
I have no idea what I'm doing.
yeah, just pick a team which has got 2 healers, 2 DPSs, and 2 tanks. What order do you want to shoot them down in?
You leave the tanks for last, is what you're saying.
Yep. So Widow got her pick. Now that's fair because that's what she's seeking. Like I said before, Kalak's the one who's excused from focusing targets because he's just supposed to shoot whoever he can get, and he's often got a different angle of view from us as well, so he might not be able to see who we're going for. But yeah, you go for the healers first, the DPSs, and then the tanks. Because if you're shooting the DPS while someone's healing them and someone's also sending them armor or perhaps giving them a shield or whatever, you've got to deal twice as much damage. They might get rezzed afterwards, blah, 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 blah. Mercy first, then Zen, and then the DPSs. So we were running a pharmacy. Now you'll notice Mercy left Farah. You can see top speed up there at the back. Mercy left Farah to come and res me. Genji sees that and he goes, fucking Mercy's mine. Goes straight for Mercy, kills her. Next thing, so their shot caller should be calling Zen or the DPSs.
Meet up on point.
Okay, so Pharah goes down. Who's that? Is that Hanzo?
Focus Mercy. In the back. Still out.
Zenyatta
Then
top
Bridget. Oh, so there is no Zenyatta. Then Reinhardt and then Diva.
Oh, and that goes into the clip that we won that team fight anyway.
No,
No.
we lost that team fight.
Wow, it's such a similar thing with the Mercy diving into that side and you following her in Diva. It's almost exactly the same play.
That's how it ends. Oh,
Focus Mercy.
is it?
Like the one that we did really well.
Yeah,
no, you're right, because
this is
I
that
was
one.
Mercy.
Top left.
Whereas no, it's not, because I was Reaper in the last clip and I was Mercy in this clip. I was playing Mercy, right? Yeah, it's a different clip.
So they. We did watch this one, didn't we? Watch number 6.
Focus Mercy.
Yeah, we watched this. Yeah.
Zenyatta top left.
So it took us that long to kill their Mercy, but their focus is obviously much better. So Mercy down, DPS down, Bridget down, and then
the
Reinhardt down, and then Diva down. Yep. And their Mercy only just dies between our Reinhardt dying and our Diva dying.
Right. Yeah, much later in the fight. Out of position by me.
Okay, so number 8. Yeah, but it's what Metal was talking about before, isn't it? How you can't hit the healer when they're unobtainable. But if they do something like that, if they come to save somebody, then that's when you jump them. And that's exactly what that Genji did. As soon as you went in there, he just went nuts.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on, mouse.
I think once we get it seems kind of daunting at like talking about it right now, but I think once we get used to it, it's going to become more of an instinctive thing. Like we see the Mercy, somebody calls it, and we just know to shoot her.
Right. Second nature.
Yeah, I think because like right now we're still in kind of that uncoordinated mindset. Like we have the habits of going into team fights and shooting just whoever we see, right?
Right.
So it's still I think it's still kind of a matter of breaking that habit and kind of getting into a different mindset. It'll become easier the more we do it.
How many more you got?
I can't get control of this. In Focus Fire, I think there's like another 2 or 3. 8, 9, 10, something like that, yeah. But I can't get control of the fucking thing.
Let me try. Nope. Okay. What else have you got apart from Focus Fire?
About another 10 clips on strategy.
Oof.
We can do them another day if you want.
What do you guys think? Do you want to try the custom game thing that I was talking about? Oh, jeez. Everyone else as well? Or
Do you have any specific footage you want to show us?
is there one that was like outstanding?
There's a couple which are outstanding. I just don't remember their numbers. I think the last 2 end with their Mercy like pretty much rezzing someone on the objective point, and we're still shooting 3 different targets.
Yeah, I remember that. And Metal called it as well. And it's just like gets the full res
there's
off.
like two or 3 where she just flies in on the objective, which was supposed to be capping, and starts rezzing someone. And Metal's like, Mercy, Mercy. And I'm like standing there with Diva going, tung, 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 tung. But she gets the res off, and one by one you see the kill feed come up, and our guys are dying. Because we're just not focusing the right people.
I've noticed with Mercy, there's like a certain point that if you kill her, her res still gets off, but it looks like she's still doing the animation for it. You hit her, she dies, and then the person still reses.
Yeah, that's a very small window though.
And that, I think that does happen in one of the videos. But the moral of the story is, if Mercy's flying in onto the objective that we're supposed to be capping, there's no reason for people to be going, Zen in the corner, trace at the back. Like, just forget about it. You should all be shooting the Mercy. And because our shot caller called it as well. It's not like, as soon as you hear that word Mercy, we should have total faith. And this is Metal's job to make sure that it's obtainable. We should have total faith that she is gettable. When he says Mercy, we should believe that she can be killed. And you got to just have that faith in him. If he fucks it up, then I'm sure he'll own it. But at the moment, we're not shooting. So it's impossible to know in a lot of occasions,
Agreed. All right, guys. Shall we jump back into game and try this out?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, ready in the game.